Alright guys, so I am going to take you guys through processing some inventory.
Chase after the right price.
Most of this stuff, well actually all this stuff I got from Craigslist Meets, Let Go Meets yesterday. And so basically what I'm going to do is I've got Inventory Lab here. I've already got some stuff inserted, so you can see the 2DS XL, which I bought yesterday. This is some older stuff here. These were returns that I recently tested, and they came out to be working just fine, and the buyer just had other reasons to return it. Okay, and then Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7, and SpongeBob. Those three games were included with the 2DS XL for $100. So that was a pretty good deal. You can see down there right now is my running buy cost. So my total money paid for this stuff was $476. Total profit's going to be $534. So that's profit. So the stuff is selling for like 1,000-ish. And the buy cost is $476. And that's what we've got going on so far. And so here's my computer set up. Got my lovely space heater, which is necessary in the winter. And if you come over here, you can see this is where I throw all my stuff that's ready to go. So basically, like, this is a nice game here, Teen Titans. Pretty rare for the Xbox. I just bagged it, put on the warning label, and then the barcode goes over the game's barcode. And that is how you do that. The barcode was printed with that. Okay, and these games I've got right here. Basically, what I'll first do is make sure that they're worth selling. So obviously these ones are. This one was kind of a question mark. So I go on to here, Need for Speed Nitro. Mine is complete. So you can see I've sold it before for these prices. So we can kind of see what it's going for on Amazon these days. So basically, I need to be able to sell the game for at least $9.99 for it to be worthwhile, because they take a lot of fees, especially on lower price games. Mine is in very good condition. It's complete, so I'm going to say right around this $18.99. You can see their description is complete. So I'll put it at $18.95. And after fees, I'd be looking at about $11 for that. So that's worthwhile. Okay, and then we've got Deca Sports 3. So the fastest way to do this is just, I've got my barcode scanner. Scan it. And you can see it comes up. I've sold a very good for $18.99. I've got a good listed right now for $21.50. That might be a little high in the price. Let's see. You can see the low is $11.09. We're going to take that over to Amazon. Okay, so Amazon's in stock right now. That's why it's so low. I'm not gonna try to compete with them. I'm gonna wait for them to go out of stock. Come down to here. This one's good and complete, but I'm still gonna try to put mine at like $18.95. Put it in very good condition. So this one, I don't know why they put very good. It doesn't come with the case or the manual. Interesting. But yeah, that's kind of how I decide whether it's worth selling or not. If it comes up and I can't sell it for more than $9.99, for really good stuff is usually the way I work it there. So these, I'm going to test them. Got my tester TV over there. And all of the cords and everything, I'm going to bundle up real nice with rubber bands and clean everything up, I've got all my supplies over here for that. So rubber bands there, there's rubbing alcohol, there's water, there's my cloth. So my cleaning station's ready to go. I'm going to do some of that, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I've kind of been going through the bag of stuff, and there were some Nintendo games in the bag. So here's some that are good, that are sellable. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Life Force, Tetris, Killer Instinct. So all of those so far I have cleaned. Cleaned the connections and cleaned the cartridge. And then these two are not sellable, so I'm not going to do any cleaning on those. And I'm going to add them to my trade-in pile. So I'm going to put those over here. And then ones I still need to clean are Mario Duck Hunt, which I usually bundle these with systems. And there's another Tetris. So basically, I have rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. This one is 91%. I don't really have a magic formula for what is the best, but basically dip the Q-tip in there and then just go at the connections. Like, you got to be a little aggressive with it. You can see that these are pretty nasty. That's just one side. So this is probably going to take a few Q-tips and whatnot just to get it going. Basically, I'll clean it until I can rub really hard and there's no residue on the Q-tip, no color at all. You'll get like brown, green, all sorts of colors out of it, but basically you got to go until there's nothing left. So I mean, that's the second part. The first part just got wrecked. So this one's going to take a few. I'll keep cleaning, and when I'm done, we'll move on to the next phase. Alright guys, so these discs were part of the Craigslist meet, Let Go meet with the Wii U, PS3, PS2. I didn't really show them too much in the pickup, but this one's actually pretty uncommon, it seems. It's like $20 for the disc only, $15 for disc only on Amazon. And this one will be like close to 10 for disc only. This one will be the same, close to 10 for disc only. And this one actually right now is worth selling on Amazon even though it's not on eBay. So I didn't really expect any of them to be anything. But the thing is, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of see there. They are terribly scratched up. And probably don't work as is. But this is where the disc cleaner really comes in handy. That one's really bad. So I'm going to fire it up, throw them in here. It's all ready to go. Close it up, and we're going to do deep cleans because this needs it. So I'll start it up, I'll clean all four, and we'll see how they look and test them out when we're done. Alright, so I got everything that was in the bag cleaned and bundled up. So I got to get all that tested, and I'm going to come out here. So here's the Wii, the Wii U, and the PS3, which I'm going to test as well. And then still got to get to that bin down there for cleaning and bundling and testing as well. There's some GameCubes and a PS2 in there. So I will bring you guys along for the journey and let's test them out. Hopefully they're all going to work. Okay guys, so I got the disc cleaner going in the background, and while that's going, I'm going to test the systems. So I got the Wii set up right here. I get so many Wiis that I already have the cords ready to go. I've got my switcher right here, which has Wii, dual AV, and multi-AV. So let's test it. Alright, so it looks like the Wii is good to go. The games all look fine, but I'm just going to test them just to double check. I basically get past the loading screen, make sure it all loads up fine, as long as they visually look fine. If they look scratched up and stuff, I'll clean them before I only do that much of testing. But if they look fine and as long as they load up, they're good to go. Maybe 1% of the time that won't be true, but that's alright for me. So Deca Sports 3 is good, and I'll test the other ones. Alright, so I'm going to take you guys with me to see how the first disc looks. So it's just out of the cleaner. This is the Midnight Club 3. So this one was really, really bad to start. And now it looks really good. It's got a little water residue on it. I just got to wipe that off, but I think that just might work. So hopefully it does. I'm going to clean the other 3 and we'll keep it going. Alright, so everything about the Wii checked out. The games are all good to go. And both remotes work. So this Wii is missing the lid right here, which I never sell a Wii without those. I just think I don't know. I wouldn't want to get a Wii like that, so I always want to make sure I'm selling excellent stuff to customers because I want them to get something that I would be happy to get. So I'm going to order some new ones either on AliExpress or eBay and get that ready to go. And then once that gets ready to go, once I get those in, basically what I do is I'll take this box right here, box it all up, nicely wrapped and everything, the remote, the nunchuck, and for this black Wii I'm probably going to do the Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort bundle because I tend to do pretty well with that bundle. And box it up here, slap on my label and a do not separate sticker, and send it off to the Amazon warehouse. And I would expect it to sell pretty darn quickly because they're still in pretty high demand. So yeah, that's basically how I would do a Wii, and that's how I do most of them. The white Wiis I like to bundle with Mario Kart and the wheel because that one goes for a lot. And yeah, people just like to have Mario Kart with it, so why not give it to them in a bundle? And yeah, so I basically package them up like that, send them off, and I'm going to continue testing here, and we'll see if everything works. Alright, so I've got the PS2 on, plugged in, and it seems like it loaded up a game, so let's see. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. That's pretty cool. I was hoping for Star Wars Battlefront 2 because I got a case with that game in it, but this is still pretty cool. So I'm going to restart it, and let's see if that game works for starters. Well, if the system works at least. Seemed like it worked since it seemed to load up the game there. Powers up just fine. Here's the controller. So this PS2 was part of the bundle with the Wii U, PS3, and the PS2. And I paid $175 for that, and then it included these 4 PS2 games, which I cleaned. And they all look pretty good, so we're going to test those out as well. So we'll do that and see what we're working with here. I'm not going to lie, when I bought these I wasn't entirely sure. Everything was really dirty and it just didn't look good. But so far the PS2 is loading up just great, so I'm happy about that. And I will test the games here and maybe speed up that portion of the video and you guys can see if they work. Alright, so one thing you probably noticed is that I like to multitask. When I load up a game, it takes 30 seconds to a minute probably to actually get it to the load screen, start it up and all that. So I like to multitask and get other things done. So I've been cleaning the other systems, the Wii U and the PS3. PS3 has a little sticker residue right here. I don't know if you can see that, but Gugon is also a great resource to have available. So I'm going to get that sticker residue off, and it is looking like all 4 of the PS2 games work. So the Dukes of Hazzard, the Dragon Ball Z saga, Madden 11, and the Midnight Club 3. So ended up being pretty good because they were all just in awful condition. So yeah, I mean, that disc cleaner works magic sometimes, and it certainly works some magic today. So I'm really happy about that. Definitely helping the $175 be a good purchase. So hopefully the Wii U and the PS3 work, so we'll check that in a minute. Alright, so I've been testing more and more stuff, and the 2 GameCubes both worked. They were really dirty, so it was a lot of cleaning. The indigo one is back behind me. You can't see it. I had to take it apart because the eject button was sticking, so I cleaned around there to fix that. And so both of those were good, which I did not expect. This was from the Craigslist meet where I got the GameCube with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards and those Pokemon XD, which that disc was super scratched. Didn't think it would work. I cleaned it. It works. So everything's panning out pretty well. This is the PS2 that came from that bundle. So basically, the guy's friend, I basically always, told him to bring anything they had. The guy's friend was like, okay, I'll bring my PS2 and a bunch of games and GameCube and Wii. And there's like 25 games out there. At least 10 of them are missing from the case. But I'm testing that PS2 right now. It was terribly dirty. So it looks like the disc inside of here is unreadable. Hopefully it's just the disc. Okay, this was Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It's kind of scratched. So I'm going to find another disc and we'll see what happens. That's why sometimes you got to get a really cheap buy cost, because you're buying local, you don't really know if it works, and it's not like you can return it. So I paid $30 for PS2, GameCube, Wii, and like 20 PS2 games. So it's worth it no matter what, pretty much, but obviously it helps if the stuff works. Alright, so I fired up the Wii and it is working. So out of the $30 purchase, the Wii and the GameCube worked, the PS2 did not, and plus there was a bunch of PS2 games included, so still ended up being a really good purchase. And the PS2 I should be able to get about $15 for. Not working, so yeah, not too bad. So I've cleared out most of the stuff. The Wii U and PS3 I still need to test. Didn't have a gamepad charger for the Wii U, so I'm going to have to charge that up. And I went through, and here is the black GameCube. There's the PS2, and there's another GameCube down there, and the Wii, and then some of the games. There's a couple games that were returns that I already had in my shipment, and I was at 200 profit before I started with this stuff. And you can see there, so far it's at 697 profit, so we added another 500 on top of what was there before. Not to mention, I still gotta do the Wii U and the PS3, so the most expensive parts and all the PS2 games, which I still have out here. So the PS2 games are in there, and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are still in there. I still got to go through those, and all these comics. So my buy cost was, what was it? Let me pull it up here. So I keep track of everything in Excel, and I also use Inventory Lab to back that up. Always good to have multiple ways to keep track of all expenses and all that. So that's loading up here. So I'm thinking, after all said and done, I might be pushing close to 800 profit with the Wii U and PS3 and the other stuff added on. And so I've got the buy costs right there. So 100, 100, and 205, and 50. Those were the 4 meats. So that's 255, 355, 455. So $455 buy cost, hoping to get 800 plus in profit. And all those 4 meets happened yesterday, so that ended up being a really good day. It's definitely not a normal day to get that many great meets. They just kind of all happened to work out. And I wanted to kind of take you guys through the process because there's been a lot of people asking about the selling side of things and all that. So yeah, there we go. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video, if you liked it, and if you want to see more. It was definitely more work than other ones, just because I'm not really used to the format. I've kind of got the format down for the thrifting videos. But yeah, let me know if you liked it so I can know whether I should keep making them or not. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a good week.